Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and today we are going to siege to White Desert. Actually, this one was released like 2 days ago. But I played today, first of all, because it caught my attention a little bit. And second of all, I do know it's kind of short, and I'm short on time today. So let us check it out. Come on, game. Breathe in. Breathe out. I can do this. Can I do this? It was something I'd resolved to do eventually. For so long, these feelings bubbled inside of me, wanting to burst forth from my chest. But at the same time, I was afraid. How would things change if I actually went through with this? Good morning, Monoru. You wonder how this game caught my attention on each that year? I saw her. Anyway, a girl appeared before me. Her hair glimmering in the sun, her eyes delicate, her smile radiant. I nearly melted as she stared me square in the face, grinning smugly the way she often did. This was Monoe. If not for her paralyzing beauty, I wouldn't have been so taken back by her sudden appearance. My childhood friend's habit of sneaking up on people was no longer a surprise to me after so many years. That's right. Monoe is my childhood friend. We both grew up here in this barren land. There was never really much to do here, but Monoe somehow made each day exciting. Ever since we were kids, she'd take me on make-believe adventures or dance with me in the porcelain sand. We'd climb the hills together and spend many nights gazing up at the starry sky. Hey, Monoe! Nice weather we're having today, isn't it? Monoe chuckled at my joke. Joke? What joke? Here in the White Desert, the weather never changed. Ah, gotcha. Was it funny, though? The desert was always dry and arid, and the only change would be the occasional gust of wind. A sudden breeze, that was pretty loud, tumbled from the west, making our uniforms flutter as the wind scraped against them. We shielded our eyes from the grains of sun that threatened to blind us. When the wind died down, we looked back at one another and laughed. Nice weather indeed. So, what do you want to do today? I'm fine with whatever. Did you have anything in mind? I was thinking we could go to the sand dunes. Or maybe we could explore the caves again. What do you think? Why don't we go to the sand dunes? It's been a while since we've been up north. Okay. Got everything you need? My stomach spoke for me, grumbling to let Monoe know it had been a while since I had eaten. Same, actually. Want to come over for some grub before we head out? Monoe just laughed as she produced 2 lunch boxes. Haha, no need. Here you go. How considerate and how well prepared. Amazing. Monoe had always been like this. Making lunches for everyone, taking care of her sister, or just doing little things to make someone else's day better. That was the Monoe eye. Monoru? Monoru, you still there? Drat. I was spacing out. Something I wouldn't normally do when Monoe was speaking. I think it's just nerves. Yeah. Thanks, Monoe. Let's dig in. Itadakimasu. We happily gulped down the lunches Monoe had made for the 2 of us. We were both so hungry that we didn't even talk as we ate. We just wolfed it down as quickly as possible. Even so, I still want to savor the taste of this home-cooked meal my friend had so graciously prepared for me. I tried slowing down my pace a bit. This, just the two of us, eating alone, was something I could get used to. After she finished eating, Monoe stood up and started marching toward the sand dunes, swinging her arms happily to and fro. The sun beat down on the earth as if it was shining just for her, highlighting her every movement. I want to reach out and touch her, to confirm her existence, to make sure that she would stay with me forever, that she would never fade away. Come on, Monoru! Time's wasting! Time? There are only so many hours in a day, aren't there? And the desert is vast. There's so much more to see. I want to go on, even further out than the sand dunes today. I'm feeling adventurous. Monoe was right. Even if we spent our whole lives exploring this wide desert, we'd likely never find an end to the vast expanse. I didn't know what else lay beyond the dunes. But as long as we were together, it didn't matter where we were. I nodded my head and followed along. Monoe and I were side by side now. What a perfect scenario. But I didn't want to get lost in my own feelings. I want to keep listening to everything Monoe had to say. So, I was able to teach Monoko some new words today. Why is everyone's names so similar? Really? That's great. It's all thanks to that book you gave me. Where did you get it from again? Poniko's library. In the Pink Sea. What's this Poniko like anyway? I've never met her. Monoe brushed her face right up close to mine and grinned mischievously, insinuating I might have some kind of crush on Poniko. As if. There's only one girl for me. If only Monoe knew. Dude, you have to speak up then. If I can muster up the courage, she soon will. Oh, lay off, will you? I playfully retorted as I drew away. Moniko is a decent girl, but she's not really my type. Oh, so you have a type? Very interesting. Tell me more. I shook my head, exhaling through my nose in a small laugh. Just how was I supposed to respond to that? Is the right time to... That's a secret. Monoe pretended to pout. Fine then. Keep your secret. Oi! It's not like you ever told me your type either, Monoe. Oh, that's true. But it's also not like you ever asked. But unlike you, I don't have a problem with telling. This was it. A prime opportunity to get some intel. I might be able to gauge my chances with her depending on her answer. Dude. Don't gauge your chances, just go for it. If you must know, I like tall boys. Tall relative to what? And they have to have hands, eyes, and hair, and a face, and clothes preferably. So that's how it is. She's just messing with me. One has always been a jokester, but maybe she actually does have a problem with sharing that kind of thing. She's never really talked about guys with me before. Yeah? Not that there are too many here in the White Desert. Yeah! Whatever the case may be, Monoe has always been a little mysterious. I want to know everything about her. And I want her to know everything about me too. Especially the way I feel. Then... Dude, we are not even 10 minutes in. Go and confess. For heaven's sake, you piss me off. Tell me more about the other places you've been, Monoru. Like that lake with all the dogs you mentioned the other day. I was happy that Monoe had taken interest in my own adventures. I beamed as I told her all about the roads and forests and the labyrinths that spanned our world away from our homeland. I enjoy wandering from region to region, exploring and collecting strange objects I find. Some of them, like the book from Poniko's library, end up in Monoko or Monoe's hands. Those two don't leave the desert often. Because of Monoko's condition, Monoe can't leave her alone in the desert for long periods of time. She can't explore for days on end like I can. That's probably why she seems to enjoy listening to my stories. Whenever we talked about things like this, the look on Monoe's face would change. She would look at me like a wave had been lifted off her shoulders. As she listened to my tales, her eyes became less calculating and instead began to sparkle like a distant star. When she asked me questions about my travels or shared her opinions, her voice became like that of a flower if a flower were capable of speech. It was at times like this when I would feel her presence closer than ever. My childhood friend turned around and skipped backwards towards the sand dunes. We'd finally arrived. At Monoe's behest, we climbed up and over, even sliding down for some of them and laughing together as we did so. It took some time, but we finally made it out further than either of us had ever been before. We've never been this far north, have we? No, I don't think so. We're in uncharted territory now. Then from here on out, neither of us will be the same. Walking where you've never walked before changes you. That was something I learned all too well during my explorations across the world. Only this time, Monoe was with me. It was a lot more exciting and a lot more scary than I'd ever expected. In fact, I had no idea what to expect. There was no trail, no map, and thank goodness, no traffic cones. What? What do you mean by that? Is that some reference to something that I don't get? Monoe hummed joyfully as she slid to the ground below the dunes. I took a sip of water and I felt a burst of energy. Yeah! I grabbed Monoe's hand and bolted forward into the unknown. We ran far beyond the dunes, but eventually our bodies caught up to our spirits, and we fell to the ground to catch our breath. Neither of us realized as we panted and heaved that the sun had already set. We were too caught up in the thrill of this fresh, exciting experience. I stood up and helped Monoe back to her feet. Monoe was about to say something but stopped herself. Her eyes widened as she gazed outward. Monoru. For the first time since the start of our journey, I looked away from Monoe. My breath left me once again as I realized what had shocked her so deeply. We got color, huh? The stars. They were different. They were the same but different. We looked at each other with both our mouths hanging wide open. The stars that normally only hang from high up in the sky were suddenly all around us. In this salt flat, the ground itself had become a reflective surface. It was captivating. She was transfixed. Her hair blew furiously behind her in the night air as she smiled with wonder. It was a different smile than the one that had never left her face before this moment. It was a new smile. Monoe. I turned to look at her again. Monoru? What is it? This landscape. It's like you. Huh? Okay, that line was kind of cheesy. I know that. But still, what I'm trying to say is... I know, Monoru. I feel it too. Okay, I realized it. Then that, my hand was still warm. For a moment, I'd lifted her off the ground. Monoe hadn't let go. Yes! I clasped it tightly as I took another step closer. Yo, that's nice. And her smile faded, replaced by a look of longing. For the first time in my life, I saw what Monoe looked like embraced. In spite of herself, she looked back at me, staring into my eyes intently. Monoe, Hey? For a really long time. This was it. The right place and the right time. Here! Now! You really stand out to me, you know that? All the times we played around the desert back when we were kids. All the little things you do for me. I'm so thankful for all of it. I've been thousands of places away from home, but I've never had an experience like this. Like the one we're having right now. Eh? Just the two of us. Like this. It means so much. I don't have to travel the world to find happiness. Monoru? There is so much more life to live right here in the White Desert. And I want to do that with you, Monoe. I don't want to ever be apart from you. I love you so much, Monoe. And for the first time, I think. Before I'd finished my long, winded confession, Monoe had sprung her head forward and pressed her lips against mine. Let's go! Hey! Yeah! When she had finished, she looked up at me with a grin. Hey. The same smug smile I'd always known her for had returned. Even though we had both changed in many ways, she was still the same Monoe I fell in love with. I pulled her close, burying my head in her warm embrace. And she did the same. I could feel her heartbeat. I could hear the moonlight applauding us, consenting to our newfound love. This perfect moment. It was electrifying. It was calming. It was overwhelming. It was like coming home. It was like something out of a dream. Let's go! Success! Yay! Alright, that was nice. I know, I said, I knew it was a short game. Because, as you may or may not know, I skimmed through it after downloading it. Wow. Also. Wait, a fan-made Yume Nikki visual novel. Yume Nikki. Why does this sound familiar? Not about making challenging atmosphere. It is no way affiliated with or endorsed by Kikiyama Yume Nikki Plays More Fun Gamer. It's a non-profit doujin work. It's not a doujin for. But I guess it is in India, so it works. All music and sound is streamer friendly. I mean, that's appreciated, that's for sure, but it's not like you need to do that. I like that. I like this. I've heard of Yume Nikki. I don't know where from. Is it on Steam? I'm totally loading Steam right now, by the way. Summer sale, by the way. Have you bought anything? Tell me that. Have you bought anything on summer sale yet? Yume Nikki. Oh, it's a free game on Steam. Yo, I have that. I mean, I have it here because I browse Steam a lot. I end up with some stuff being installed and so on. Yume Nikki. We might play it in the future. Yume Nikki. I'll switch to see what this is exactly about. I'm totally installing it right now, anyway. I'll check what this is about, and then there will be a decision. We might or might not play it in the future. Close future, I guess. Then again, this VN, I know, it was short and so on. Super nice, I liked it. And Monoe over here, super adorable. Like, she's a beauty, man. If you fall for someone like that. Exactly. Not to mention, she seemed kinda, well, cheeky, you would say. Maybe a little bit of a troll. Not in looks, but, you know, she likes trolling, basically. And that's super nice, not gonna lie. She likes teasing as well, which is nice. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I'm into that stuff as well. Yeah, good story overall. Good story. To be fair, the sounds added also nice. And well, artwork looked decent as well, obviously, and the girl super cute. That's it. I'm glad we ended up successfully confessing and getting an answer, pretty much. That's it here for. We'll play some other game tomorrow, of course. Hope to see you there. Like the video if you enjoyed, of course. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, as per usual. Link to the game in the description, of course, so you can get it yourself as well. Also, there is Twitch, Twitter, Instagram in there if you're into that stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow too. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.